to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Atlanta. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the veteran in his 10th NFL campaign, Jimmy Garoppolo.
And Jimmy Garoppolo has shown that he can be a Super Bowl quarterback, but his biggest problem, his ability to stay healthy and remain on the field. When able, he's a capable quarterback prone to winning games both in the regular and postseason.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time.
Move, move, move. Boom, 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 boom.
This afternoon, maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Here's Garoppolo to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious. How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. This is caught. Touchdown. Mo Alley Cox from 3 yards out. And the Jaguars get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game, then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cooper on the return. This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Warner. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It'll be Warner on first down. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Garoppolo now. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete right around the 8. A 6-yard pass on back-to-back plays. Picks up the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Garoppolo now on third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. We're just about set for our next drive, and it gives us a chance to remind you of all the goings-on in the EA Sports Madden Championship Series. It got started back in early September. Henry was your winner in the ultimate kickoff with his record 6th title. We're coming up on another big one. It's the Zero Chill Challenge that comes your way Wednesday, December the 6th. Tune in and see what the fun's all about. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the EA Madden NFL Twitch channel. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 10-0 lead, you figure they won't try to do anything foolish here. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. They'll go back to Edwards on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
That ass kicked.
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Yeah.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the 1st half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a 1st down throw. Warner. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
To throw, Warner. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
Here we go.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go. We'll see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Wide fucking open.
He's got his target. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Gibbs straight ahead. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley-Cox, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 61 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Again, it's Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is 3rd down and 4. From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gus Edwards taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Santos with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Cooper on the return, taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And here now come the Falcons. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun, here's Warner. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That kind of puts the bow on what has been a complete performance, Charles. They're pitching a shutout on the other side, and this offense, they've done their thing well, too.
Yeah, this game has been all-out effort from them on every snap, and there's a good amount of pride on the line right now. They want to finish what they started. They want this shutout preserved.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline they'll be going over things and talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing. So you used to look at the...
And this is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Allen Robinson. 75 yards. And the Falcons are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense.
Get in there.
And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Down to a knee goes Garoppolo, and that ought to do it. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not
Go back to what, I don't know, find something that works. Bam, I needed this guy. Was out.
To get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Atlanta. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They'll be led out by the pride of Wyoming in his 6th season with one of the league's strongest arms, Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by a 49er legend in Ronnie Lott. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And leading him out, their veteran quarterback.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now Warner. Over the middle, it's complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On the handoff, Edwards. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there, and I go right at them with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Edwards. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
That's complete. It's Josh Wiley.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
A tackle made by Dorian Williams.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
Now this...
Offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now 1st down. forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And now the rookie's free. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On play action, Allen got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33. Now Allen again. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Got a man, it's Randy Moss. Touchdown, 49ers. Randy Moss, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Niners are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Moody good with the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. 3rd and 4. Now it's the backup Cousins. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Off the play fake, Cousins. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Cousins. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half, Cousins. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan.
Oh, this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run with Moss. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Back now in Atlanta. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Touchdown, Falcons! Allen Robinson, 33 yards.
And the Falcons have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. This has definitely been a back-and-forth affair, and now they have the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and they gave up the field goal on that last drive, as we remember, but it felt like their offense told them, don't worry about it. We've got your backs. We'll come back with a touchdown of our own, and they did.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 4. A little under 2.5 to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Allen now looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. 4th down, 10 yards to go.
Now Allen, got to have this one. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back.
2nd and a couple.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11th. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff, Edwards.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down, and it would appear that that's going to be the one to do it.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Gus Edwards
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. But just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, Charles, you remember their last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it, but you understand why they did in this close game late. Now, though, the road back is even tougher.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And it was fair to look back and say the 4th down was the moment where this one was decided. But as you mentioned, understandable about why they went for it. But, hey, a lot of credit to the guys on the defensive side of the ball. They knew they'd have to defend in that situation, and they got it done.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Allen.
Keeps himself upright, buying time to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Allen.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Here comes 2nd down. Now Allen. That's to the tight end, Wiley.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
To throw is Allen.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Throwing, Allen.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go. But they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Falcons offense set to go.
And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that?
see. I guess West Coast are going to be short passes, a lot of passes.
To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and we are underway from Atlanta.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's Manziel.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Manziel. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Manziel.
He'll find Gabriel Davis.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And his throw here's incomplete.
They their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Randy Moss from 21 yards away.
And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Cooper, he's going to remain in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. This is Edwards. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out comes Randy Moss and company as they take the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Here comes the Saints punter now. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB.
That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Cousins. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing, Cousins.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Edwards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. Cousins to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
As a defender, I always found the slant route extremely difficult to cover unless you're able to jump on top of it early, because once he gets his hands on the ball, he's at full speed going away from you.
It all happens in the blink of an eye, doesn't it?
It really does. The timing is so important. That ball's got to be out of the hands of the quarterback and to the receiver like that. And if it is, you often get a very successful play.
Here's Edwards. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, it's Edwards. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Three quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 3rd down, here's Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Gus Edwards.
An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's taken to the 26. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the 1st down carry.
Here's 2nd down and 3.
Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
on the handoff. Edwards. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
This is 1st and 10.
Now a run with Edwards. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts.
All 3 timeouts remain. How much that'll matter remains to be seen. It's 1st and 10.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
They run with Edwards. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see.
Here now, 3rd down.
Now it's Edwards. And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. And they get the timeout called here. It comes with 1 second remaining on the clock.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And that is no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Falcons ready to take over. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send down the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Cousins.
He'll get that complete to Alberto.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Cousins now from the 50. Oh, and it's intercepted.
And the Saints are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. What a huge takeaway for this defense, the interception on the opening drive of overtime.
What an absolute disaster of a time for his first interception of the game, because throughout the game, he's made sure to keep the ball away from the other team. He's done a nice job of that. Here, the interception pops up, and now, on the other side of the field, all they're thinking, get 3, and we go home.
There's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give to Hall up the middle.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Here comes the Saints punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the gun, they go to Edwards.
He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
One overtime, how about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. Foreman will try to pick it up.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff, Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy, and this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And we will play on here in overtime.
Why does it fade away like that?
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his target. It's Olave. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Moss as he'll get it on the jet sweep. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Pass complete. Goddard.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Paul ought to give up the middle. And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuck the run.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here, a first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Shoves him aside. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Straight ahead is Hall to the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Down to the 25.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Younghoe Koo, all eyes fixated on the kicker.
This to win it in overtime. And the kick is good. And finally, this one is over. We thought it may never end, but that kick puts the exclamation mark on it.
Be right back. think I've taken about as much of an ass whoop as I can take tonight in football. Won one, lost one. I'm out.